Now, we were talking in the morning also how women constituting 50% of the population and the remaining 50% of the men also were born to women. That being so, what a tragedy. We should have a conference to discuss about the rights, responsibilities, empowerment and wellness of women. That shows the sorry state of affairs. In our own country, I mentioned to you, we had worshipped women, goddess, deity, gave all importance, respect, dignity to them. But in between something happened, distortions took place, so they were being degraded in the social status and all that. So, in fact, the progress of a nation, the culture of a nation is judged to a great extent by the status of its women. How the society treats its women, that reflects the culture of the nation. Because not only they are half the population, but influence to a great extent the growth of the remaining half, the men also. In fact, that is, there is an ancient proverb in China and everywhere, when you educate a boy, you are educating an individual. When you educate a woman, you are educating the whole family. She is supposed to perform all the duties, but has limited rights. She is always oppressed and exploited in most of the societies. No society can say they have throughout treated the woman with the dignity and respect and affection which was due to them. Her main job is to manage the home and rear the children. In agrarian society, she takes care of the cattle and participates in the promotion of cultivation, but still she has no economic freedom. She has to manage the house with whatever little money the husband puts it in her hand. During financial crisis in the family, the woman is the worst sufferer. It is women who are victimized and discriminated to the maximum at each and every stage. For many, whether they are from the rich or poor family, the daughter is generally not created at birth. Maybe if the first is a son, second daughter they welcome. And because of the materialistic ideology, women along with men form integral part of the social structure. But according to even the United Nations statistics, the women comprise 51% of the population of the world, but do 66% of the work, receive only 10% of the income, and own less than 1% of the property. I am talking about the world at large, UN statistics. So why this discrimination is going on? Protection of human rights of women and children is of utmost priority to ensure a political order based on justice and equality and a humane and peaceful world. Gender equality is first and foremost a human right. Women are entitled to live in dignity and in freedom from want and from fear. Empowering women is also an indispensable tool for advancing development and reducing poverty. Women's empowerment lies in the ability of a woman to control her own destiny. Although individual women from prehistoric times have accomplished much, as a class they have been set aside to look after the men's comfort. The sufferings of the past have of course strengthened her. Maternity has deepened her. Education is broadening her. In the world as a whole, as I mentioned to you earlier, they do not own property. Women are underrepresented in all the world's major legislative bodies, which is very important. When you have a chief minister here, lady chief minister, I must tell you this, it's only in Rwanda, the highest number of women are in the legislative bodies, 49%. The United States has only 14%. The world average is only 9% in the parliament and legislative bodies. 40% of the members of the Scottish Parliament are female. The agony of a widow, if you see, because she has just lost her husband, lots of indignity is being heaped on her. I am sorry to say, even in our own country, there are 33 million widows in India alone. 8% of the total female population are widows. 50% of the widows are over 50 years of age. It has become a major social issue. Opportunity for an occupation of her choice, employment and property rights. We have to ensure. Female education also boosts agricultural productivity. The religions that have most successfully closed gender gaps in the world, in the education, have also achieved the most economically and socially. So the need to make gender equality a global priority is clear, considering that 3/5 of the world's 1 billion poorest people are women and girls. 2/3 of the 960 million adults in the world who cannot read and write are women. Girls account for 57% of the 77 million children who are out of school. Even UNESCO believes that sustained development, human rights, and peace at the global, regional, and local levels can be advanced only if women and men enjoy expanded and equal choices and opportunities, and the women are enabled to live in freedom and dignity. Issues commonly associated with notions of women's rights include the right to bodily integrity and autonomy, the right to vote, to hold public office, to work, to fair wages, equal pay, own property, to education, to serve in the armed forces, to enter into legal contracts, and to have marital, parental, and religious rights. Women getting their just place in every society is vital to the well-being of the community because it is women who bear most of the burden of meeting the needs of the families. Although most nations promise equality of opportunity for women, few come close to delivering it, and that future has a huge impact on the ability of the world's population to contribute fully to the economic, social, civil, and political spheres. Education is only one of the ingredients necessary to bring about women's empowerment. Of course, you know, there are nearly 1 million children under the age of 16 who are in the flesh trade, the worst type of exploitation. What are the remedies? Some of the remedies are compulsory registration of marriages, training come short stay home, economic security for distressed women, Panchayat Raj to be made strong, women police cells, legal awareness to be imparted to the women folk. In spite of all the tall promises reported again and again, even in our own country, Women's Reservation Bill assuring 33% reservation in the Parliament is yet to become law. Empowerment has numerous dimensions: security, sense of security, vision of a future, ability to earn a living, ability to act effectively in public sphere, increased decision-making power. Empowering women means extending choices about education, employment opportunities, taking crucial decisions. Another sad thing is the missing. Millions of girl children are missing, and more so in Asia. Though overall sex ratio has increased from 927 females per 1,000 males in 1991, I'm talking about our own country, there is a decline in the sex ratio. Analysis of the 40 years would reveal the steady decline in the sex ratio. That is because society preferring male children, the female children are not allowed to be born. Abortion takes place. There is a very crucial tragedy. Millions of girl children are not allowed even to be born.